So I have a bit of a confession to make. I never was the biggest Radiohead fan. I didn't understand why people were so obsessed with them or thought they were so cool or that their songs were so complex. It just never really clicked for me. I didn't have that mindset going in where I could understand why people thought their songs were so good until I listened to this one song. Until I went through OK Computer finally. I was like, I'm going to listen to this thing. Hell or high water, I'm going to figure this album out. And this song came on. And this song absolutely blew my mind. It is an amazing example of modal writing. If you don't know what modal writing is, instead of writing in the traditional major scale, minor scales, we're using the modes, right? Mixolydian, Lydian, Aeolian. You're using these different modes of the major scale to create a different sonic texture and vibe. And no song is better than that than the song Let Down. This is an amazing intro guitar riff. Perfectly illustrates the Lydian scale. I absolutely love it. I'm going to play the segment here for you right now. All right, ignore the theory for a second. That's just a chilling yet beautiful riff at the same time. And I think if there's one phrase that can define Radiohead, it's chilling but also strangely beautiful at once. And I think that really sums up the ethos of the band. But let's talk about this riff. What is this riff? What is the mode? What are we doing here? I really want to break it down. So the riff goes like this. So what we're outlining here is kind of a D Lydian thing, and I'll explain it here. The key of the song, if this makes it easier for you, if you're not familiar with modal writing yet, think of A major for a second, okay? But think about the notes I'm using. I've got a D flat note here, a C sharp. I've got a D note, and then I've got an A note right here, okay? This is perfectly outlining the use of D Lydian, and I'll show you here. So we go from the C sharp, D note, A note. Then we lift up to that E. There's the open E that rings out on the next part. So now we got that G sharp note. And that G sharp note is telling us that we're now in D Lydian now, because that is the raised fourth, okay? So if you think about the A major scale, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then we're back to 1, right? D Lydian is just the A major scale, but we're starting on D and we're ending on D. So think of D Lydian this way. Instead of we're starting on A here, we're starting on D here, and we're going up the scale now. Hear that raised fourth, right? A D major scale would sound like this. Okay, right? A typical D major scale. That's what you think about, right? But D Lydian sounds like this. We're getting that raised fourth. That's that G sharp note. And that's what comes into play in that last part of the riff there. This note right here that just made me go, wow. We're in it, because you would kind of expect something like this. If we were in D major, or something like that, I mean, I don't know. But you wouldn't expect the use of outlining that note like that, okay? That's kind of this sound, that's the Lydian sound, right? Actually is the tritone or the raised fourth in that case. But enough theory talk. That is what's going on in this song, and that's why that riff sounds so unique, is because it's perfectly outlining D Lydian in this case. It's just the fourth mode of A major. What's even crazier too is that riff is it stays across that entire verse part, but we've got these chords in the background. So we got A major, so you have this A and then this G sharp, right? That major seventh going on in the second part of that riff. So you kind of have this feel where it's that, and then we get that major seventh there, and then we go to an E chord, to an F sharp minor chord in the final part of that verse. Absolutely incredible. Okay, so now our riff has changed up. It's changed up a little bit, right? We're not doing the same thing anymore. I also want to outline where that D Lydian is occurring in the bridge part. I mean, it's absolutely excellent playing, right? And so that's just a small fraction of the amazing melodic moments on an album like OK Computer. You should stop watching this video and you should go check out the album, especially the song Let Down. It's absolutely incredible. Anyways, I'm doing more song breakdowns, album breakdowns here on the channel. You should like and subscribe to see more of the material. Anyways, everyone have a good day, and I'll see you next time.